Student class with 4 attributes, developing setters and getters. It's a kind of bean class. It's a kind of bean class. 4 attributes, their setters and getters. Then come to the student controller. It is a REST controller type. It can call from the Angular through cross origin class level mapping. Now, I'm trying to use ArrayList to store students, to read students, to update students. It's a simple container. I'm not going to use a database in this project. First, we will understand how to store data, read data, update data from the collection object. Inside ArrayList, storing student, reading student, updating student, deleting student. Post mapping. Through request to body, we are receiving a student. Whatever student we are receiving, same we are adding into ArrayList. Then put mapping for updating purpose. Put mapping. Again through request to body, receiving a student, identify which student is modifying inside ArrayList. You can traverse all the elements of ArrayList. You can traverse all the elements of ArrayList. Whichever element ID is same as current student ID, whichever element ID is same as current student ID, then that student is replacing. Through set method, we are replacing. It is a put mapping. It's mainly for replacing entire student object. Then go for get mapping to read all the entire array list we are returning back. Entire array list we are returning back. Then reading one student through path variable. Reading one student through path variable. Path variable integer ID. Path variable integer ID. So whichever student having the supplied ID, we are running a for loop. We are checking which student is having supplied ID. That student we are returning back. Reading a single student. Please observe. Post operation, save. Put operation, update. Get operation, read all. Get operation to read a single record. To read a single record. This many we have seen. Let me add two more. One is a patch, other is a delete. Copy put, same way patch also. I'll go for update specific fields, patch map. So don't try to replace entire received student. You need to replace whichever columns are supplying, whichever fields are supplying, those only. Whichever fields are supplying, those only should be removed. Sorry, should be updated. Should be updated. This entire line I will be removing. Just to check it out, supplied student having a first name or not. If supplied student is having a first name, then replace first name separately. If supplied student having a last name, replace last name separately. Patch is field by field. Whichever fields you are supplying, those fields only should be updated, not the entire. If age is available, then update the age. Supplied student if last name, then update last name. Supplied student if first name, then supply the first name. Try doing delete mapping. It's almost similar to the last get. Delete mapping. In the delete mapping, receive ID, iterate all the students inside a array list. Whichever student having the same ID, that student should be removed. After removing, you can go for break. Removed student, we are returning back to the client. Delete mapping is done. Let's move to the client side. Observe one very important point. Cross origin. Now any client can call to the APIs from this controller. First and foremost one, dependent modules. Totally 3 modules are importing. HTTP client module, forms module, reactive forms module. HTTP client forms module, reactive forms module. These 3 are required. Developing one student component. The student components selector. Student components selector. Student components selector. Student components selector. We are keeping in the app component. How created a student component? This is the simple command to create a student component. Now come to the student TypeScript class. So as of now, some attributes are there. I'm keeping all the attributes in the upper side. First, understand student group and students. Student is a form group. Students is another form group. Through constructor, we are getting a form builder and HTTP client. Form builder and HTTP client through dependency injection. Then use form builder, define student form with these many controls. So here, whatever controls you have considered, these controls are available inside a B. These controls available inside a B. These controls are available inside a B. Now, students array. The results of get mapping, the results of get mapping, we are assigning to students array. Results of get mapping, assigning to students array. Let us start using both inside a HTML. Open component HTML. Initially, defining a form. So in the form we are using student group. Form controls are ID, first name, last name, age. Form controls are ID, first name, last name, age. Then students array. Students array. What we are doing? We are iterating students array, displaying a table format, displaying in the table format. For every student, we are providing one hyperlink to read a particular student. We are also providing another hyperlink, update, update. So to read one student, read for updation purpose. If you want to read one student, current student. If you want to read one student, current student. So we wanted delete record and patch record. For patch also, I will be using same form. Read for patch, delete. This is patch. This is delete. Now try developing these two. Read for patch and delete. Instead of update flag, I will go for patch flag. We'll declare patch flag as a global attribute. Initially, let it have a false. Like an update, read for patch, patch flag. Now come to the save. So this should be, I can go for if else if. If block, else if block, then else block. Let us see delete method. Delete function. Now start the server side. Both are started, server and client. I made a request to 24200. Let's go for 101 ABC XYZ 22. Click on submit. You can see one record. Let's go for 102. Submit. Let's go for 103. Click on submit. Click on submit. Let's read one record by clicking on these hyperlinks. Let me go for 103. You can see the bottom. Let me go for 67. Let me go for 102. Click on submit. Now, let us see deleting one record. Let me delete this 67. Click on delete. Record got deleted. After deleting, we are calling read on. So we are getting remind. Let me delete 102 as well. You can see. Now, let us update last record. Click on update. I'll change the data. Hello XYZ. Even let me change age also. 19. You can see. Change. Let me go for patch of Murali. I want to change the last name of Murali. Click on patch. I need to remove first name. I'm not supplying anything. Then Murali, last name I'm going for ABC. I'm not supplying anything for age. Only one. Click on submit. You can see. Other fields are not modified. Only ABC field got modified, that is last name. Let us see one more patch. Go for 101, click on patch. Let's modify only first name. I'm removing last name, I'm removing age. I want to modify first name to ABC1. Click on submit. You can see. Let's see one more. I'll go for patch of last one. I'll modify first name. I'll modify age. But I'm not supplying last name. Hello one and age. Submit. You can see first name as a hello one, age as 80. All operations are there. Every operation we have seen. Every operation in a single page with a single form. Same form for posting, patching, putting. That is update. Single form. That is why two flags I have used. Update flag, patch flag. Because of same form. One page, one form. In the same page, all operations. Post operation, put operation, patch operation, delete operation, read all operation, read operation. Everything we have seen. But back end, we are using array list. We are not using database. In the next section, I'll show you usage of database. While using database, lot of things will be simplified. Several things will be getting simplified.